and that has been what I've been using to manage menstrual pain for like 7-8 years now.
However, menstrual pain is not for everyone. Some people do not experience severe menstrual pain, and some people may have higher pain tolerance. Because of this, some people may assume others are exaggerating, and this may invalidate the feeling and experience of those that suffer more intense pain. Speaking further with Agidigbo FM News, Ms. Omowumi speaks on people that try to invalidate other people's experience because they don't experience severe pain.
It's like saying people that have maybe ulcer, because of that, it might not even exist. You have invalidated somebody's ailment. You have invalidated something that could kill someone because you've decided that because people around you or you don't have it, so because of that, it does not exist. No, you don't invalidate people's pain or discomfort or ailment or sicknesses simply because it is not your story, it is not your experience or the story and experiences of people around you.
Unfortunately, the stigma surrounding menstruation make it difficult for some to speak openly about their experience or seek support. In another separate interview, Ms. Monifeoluwa shared natural remedy on what helped her manage menstrual pain.
It stopped the moment I started watching what I ate. I discovered that processed sugars, in whatever form it comes, was adding to menstrual pain for me then. So the moment I cut processed sugar off my diet and other things too, like including fruits and all of that, I stopped having menstrual pain.
Menstrual pain is more than a monthly discomfort. It affects physical health, emotional well-being, and daily productivity. Raising awareness and encouraging open conversation about menstrual health can help create a more supportive environment for girls and women. Blessing Akinloye, Agidigbo FM News.
A social affairs analyst on People's-Oriented Program, Shokanwa, Comrade Femi Babalola, has expressed skepticism over government approval of solar power for senators, believing such decision may reduce their motivation to improve the national electricity grid and could negatively affect the general public. Speaking on Agidigbo FM radio program, Comrade Babalola stated that once solar power is approved for senators, there may be little concern for ensuring that the majority of Nigerians enjoy stable electricity supply.
Say anything regarding that. Now you are telling the senators to go and do solar now. That means government has confirmed that they are failure as far as electricity is concerned. And in that wise, if you allow the senators and all the National Assembly and other public officers to have solar at home, what about my mother, who has nothing?
The analyst also emphasized that such a policy would only be fair if solar power is made available to citizens across the nation. Otherwise, it may suggest that the government has accepted that the public electricity system is no longer functioning effectively. Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kulamza studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola. Peter Madison has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. He was arrested yesterday at an address in Camden area. The ex-US ambassador had been under investigation over allegation that he shared UK market-sensitive government information with Jeffrey Epstein while in government as minister. Peter was seen being escorted from house by plainclothes police officers and put in the back of an unmarked car. In a statement, Metropolitan Police said the 72-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office and has been taken to a London police station for interview. Meanwhile, Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch criticized Sir Keir Starmer over the appointment of Peter Madison. And that ends the news from William's studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola.
Welcome back. We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kule Amsat studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Soya. South Africa's government said on Tuesday that 11 of a group of 17 men who were lured into fighting for Russia in Ukraine were set to return home soon after an initial 4 landed back in the country last week. A further 2 remained in Russia, with 1 in a hospital in Moscow, according to President Cyril Ramaphosa's office. Ramaphosa raised the fate of the 17 men who sent distress calls to the South African government in November after getting trapped in the Ukraine's Donbas region in a telephone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin this month. Reports of African men being lured into Russia with promises of jobs and ending up on Ukraine's front line have become more frequent in recent months, creating tensions between Moscow and some of the countries involved. South Africa has sought to maintain a non-aligned stance on the conflict in Ukraine while preserving strong ties with Moscow as a fellow BRICS member alongside Brazil, India, and China. And that is the news from Kule Hamzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Soya.
You're welcome back. Now in the exciting world of sport. A Yimba of Abbas, the newly appointed head coach Emmanuel Dutch, has given firm assurance that the People's Elephants and Nigeria's most successful club are on their way back to their glory days. This comes as he praised his players for their resilience and character in Sunday's 1-1 draw away to Rivers United in a 2025-2026 MPFL Matchday 27 clash at the Adokiye Amiesia Maka Stadium, Omagwa, at near Port Harcourt. The Dutch added that the two-time CAF Champions League winners executed their game plan well, particularly in neutralizing the pride of Rivers' dangerous wing play. The newly appointed coach also commended the support from the club's management committee chairman, Ambassador Nwankwo Kanu, and sporting director Daniel Eke, noting that the encouragement has been instrumental in motivating both himself and the players since joining the club. Ayimba currently 14th on the log and will welcome Okon Khalifa in a matchday 28 fixture in what promises to be an Oriental derby. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Oyo Assembly condemns a worsening electricity crisis in Ibarapa land, Oyo State at large. IBEDC vows to improve electricity supply, customer experience. Former United Kingdom ambassador to America arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. South Africa secures release of 11 nationals lured to Russia to fight against Ukraine. Newly appointed Enyimba coach vows to restore team's glory after Rivers United draw. And before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone towards it. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on the most listened to radio station at Gidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am WURAOLA YUSUFF. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News